Welcome to my AEW edition of All Out reviews. This is on a Monday. Let's start with Miro versus Eddie Kingston for TNT Championship. So, in my opinion, this was a very good physical outing from both men. I like how commentary focused on the average match length of Miro's title defenses because it puts an added spotlight how far Eddie could go. These two really went at it times. While I do believe offense was a bit repetitive at all suplexes, it worked the context what they're trying to do. Plus the finish protecting Kingston as well. No complaints here. A good physical match to get the crowd warmed up. We got Moxley versus Satoshi Hujima, the Bread Clubber. I think the match was more or less on par with quality with the opener. With that said, I still quite amazed to see Hujima move as well as he does at his age. Just like the opener, this match was more physical and not a bit more to do. There was some noticeable gaps in the action. While Miro and Kingston was suplexing each other, Moxley and Hojima were just boxing each other out with haymakers until Moxley finally got the advantage. Now we got Britt Baker versus Statlander for the AEW Women's World title. A lot of things like to be like here. Statlander, Baker style, we could see with each other rather well. Baker such as a great heel that she could really lend her offense, but as well as Statlander's attempts despite that though. Cross pop of Baker's Panaha Sunrise is the highlight of the night thus far. Could it be potential indication someone's on the way? Whatever the case, a high quality women's match for women's division here at Baker continues her solid reign. As debate the style of matches that the two had before, I think this has been the best match of the night so far. You got the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championship Steel Cage match. Scratch that, this is your match of the night so far. Any match involving the Lucha Bros and Young Bucks were bound to be good, but these two teams somehow constantly find ways to reinvent themselves and make things as interesting as possible. A lot of people believe Young Bucks are overcovered, choreographic, and may fear they might set in within a confined environment. But when you have two teams know each other so well and are capable of performing incredible feat and athleticism, it makes every sensation, every spot more meaningful. These four men were one of the ones capable of doing this specific kind of match in that environment, and it was entertaining as hell, all hell. Everything was flowed seamlessly, see a lot of tag team cage matches these days, but boy, these two make me want to see one soon. Incredible effort. Now we got the Casino Women's Battle Royale. In Sharpville, I am very happy Ruby. She could start fresh in AEW. It looks like they wasted no time to establish her one of the premier women in the division. This Battle Royal was pretty much all about introducing her and nothing more. I don't really care much about the Battle Royals. I've had a difficult rating them. This was a bit long for me, but it accomplished its purpose. Jericho versus MJF. It was a pretty passable match, in my opinion, but it kind of took a little bit long to get to the point. The finish also didn't really do much for me. I think the laborers of Jericho see these two already face off before kind of dumbed down the freshness of the match to me. And aesthetically speaking, it was just fine. It was definitely good ring-wise. I feel like it was just a few bells and whistles that weren't needed. Jericho's redemption win is also one of the reasons why I didn't like the Battle Royale going as long as it did, because they were following up with a match at equal length with the typical outcome of MJF selling the back with a nice touch. CM Punk versus Darby Allin. The main thing I was looking for was CM Punk's win and conditioning. 7 years is a very long time to be away from the ring, so ensuring your shape, you're back in is very important. Ultimately, I thought it was more or less of a successful return for Punk. Allen was the perfect opponent for putting him to the test with his high-flying moves. One thing I did notice was there was quite few rest spots here, so Punk could catch his breath, which is to be expected, but overall, I think the two work extremely well together. I'm sure as Punk faces new adversaries, I'll gradually get all his mojo back, but this was good as it get for his return. Let's go talk more about Punk. I want to talk more about Punk. Yes, CM Punk made his long-awaited return to professional wrestling on August 20th when he appeared on second episode of AEW Rampage. Everyone knows at the United States in Chicago after joining invasion of his fans and cutting a heartfelt promo about why he's back and where he's been. The 42-year-old laid down a challenge for All Out. Already told you about Darby Allin. After Punk made the challenge, the match was officially for All Out. Prior to Sunday before, Punk hadn't competed in a wrestling match since 2014 Royal Rumble in WWE. He let WWE have to do issues with the company. It was clearly a return to wrestling. During his hiatus, he was involved in UFC. He was back in WWE as an analyst for FSS1 backstage, but that didn't do so well. Didn't work out. After making his AEW debut, Punk has been in discussion. Here's the thing, he was also been in discussion with Tony Khan for 18 months. His arrival was previously delayed due to a COVID-19 panic. He didn't want to come back without fans. Now, after Punk defeated Darby Allin, he is now the talk of wrestling world again. He got his AEW career off of a win started against one of the fast rising stars in the company, and it was pretty interesting CM Punk at best. Let's talk about Paul White versus QT Marshall. Short, sweet, to the point, and under 5 minutes. Exactly what it needs to be. Paul White got his first victory at AEW. Now we got the main event. Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage, the AEW World title. You can tell the energy of the main event Kai gradually deflated despite the chants because of the burnout for cheering for Punk. The tag match, everything that came before it. Much like Jericho, MJ, Allen, and Punk, this was a well-worked match, a solid main event overall. Maybe people prefer the Impact World title match, but this one is still hard work, physically outing, and brought out some of the best in both men. Suddenly Christian, who was working at his incredible high level. I guess the only thing I could say what hurt this match was the predictability and knowing Omega wasn't losing. And afterwards, holy shit, we got some guests. We had the debut of Adam Cole, who joined the Elite, and then the debut Bryan Danielson. It was two holy shit moments. In conclusion, AEW made some power plays tonight. The hiring of Ruby Solo, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole on the same night. CM Punk made his first match in 8 years. We got Miura Azuki appearance. It is likely WWE won't lose sleep on any over this, but AEW is stacking deck on their high-end talent in the moment. The pay-per-view itself was a thumbs up because everything was pretty solid. The tag match was a barn burner, but seeing new signings put everything over the top, and AEW begins a new season, new storylines, the possibilities are bound to begin. Thumbs up for AEW All Out. Let the fun begin. Thank you for my All Out review. I will see you on Saturday for my AEW weekly reviews, so see you there.